Shivananda Sharma Memorial RV College video lecture. This is an ISR initiative. SSMRV College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institutions, has come up with a unique initiative to engage students at the time of this unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with students to make good the losses caused. In this connection, I, Shobha BG of Department of Commerce, has posted a video on the subject Cost Management and Performance Management, and the topic covered is a problem on activity-based costing. This is a common topic in accounting and finance electives. Please watch the video till the end and like, share with your peer groups and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. This is the second video on ABC method. In the first video, I discussed what is this activity-based costing and why this ABC method has replaced with the traditional method. We discussed the cost drives and cost pools, and even we discussed the format along with one problem as an example. So in that problem, we found out what is the total overhead. But in this video, that is in the second video, we will be finding the total cost by using the ABC method. So as an example, to help you for the examination preparation, I have taken 2-year question paper, that is May-June 2018 and 2019. So this question you can find it in a cost management subject, that is the 10th problem. But even the student who are taken the finance as an elective, you can find the similar kind of problem on ABC method in the performance management subject. Let us start with the May-June 2018 question paper. So first we will read the problem, understand the instruction given to work out the problem. So there are 4 columns in the first table. The first column is about the cost pools. So cost pools means the different activity which are planned to conduct so that the product is going to be produced. So first column is about the cost pools. You can find out material procurement, machine setup, maintenance, quality control and machinery. Coming to the second table, it is a budgeted overhead, means estimated overhead that they are planned to incur for all these activities. Then coming to the third column, cost driver. As we know that cost drivers are going to cause the expenses for the cost pools, right? So cost driver means how many times or in what form each of the activity is going to be performed. For example, the first cost pool is material procurement. Material procurement means buying the raw material. So how do you procure the raw material? By placing an order. So depending on how many times you are going to place an order, you are going to incur the cost. So cost driver for material procurement is called as a number of orders. Then coming to machine setup. Machine setup means it is a like setting up the machine or installing the machines. So the cost of machine setup, the cost driver is known as number of setups. How many times you are going to change the setup of the machines. Then coming to the maintenance. Maintenance cost is called in the name of the maintenance hours. So like this, they are given you the list of cost pools and in how or in what way each of these activities are going to perform or how the cost of the cost pools are going to be incurred. Then last column is about the estimated volume, means what are the estimated number of times the cost drivers are going to be performed. For example, number of orders are 850 times, means 850 times the order is going to be placed to buy the raw material. Then this is the machine setup. So 400 times the machine setup has to be changed. Then 3100 is a machine maintenance hours, right? So 800 time is the inspection by the inspector for the quality control. Then 26,000 are the number of machine hours that they are going to spend to produce the product. So the first table is about the cost pools and cost drivers. Coming to the adjustment, the company has produced a batch of 2500 component of AZ4. It means the company has planned to produce a product called as AZ4, that is 2500 components. Then its material cost was rupees 1,50,000 and labor cost is 2 lakh. So here they are given you the cost of the material and labor for AZ4 product. Next, the usage of the activities of this batch are as follows. So now you can find out the usage of activities, means how many times each of the activity has been performed for this AZ product. That is, materials order is 20, means 20 times they are placed in order for buying the raw material to produce this product. Then setup of machine is 22 times, maintenance hours are 560 hours, number of inspections happened are 25 times, machine hours are 1500 hours. So this is all about the different kind of the cost drivers, how many times the work has been happened or the cost drivers have been incurred. Then calculate the cost driver rates that are used for computing the appropriate amount of overhead to this batch and ascertain the cost of the component using the activity based costing. So they are asking us to calculate the total overhead and also to find out the total cost of this component by using the ABC method. Okay. To conclude, so first table is about the estimated pools and the drivers for overall for all the products which is planned, and the second table is about the one product, that is AZ4 product, for which they are given you the material cost and labor cost and the how many times the each cost driver has performed or has happened. So here for your convenience purpose, again I pasted the problem. So first table is about the cost pools and drivers, second is about the other information given in the problem. So now we have to start with calculation of the total cost. So there are two steps in case of ABC costing. First step is calculation of the cost drivers rate, and the second step will be calculation of the total cost. So how do we calculate the cost driver rates? It's very simple. We will be referring the first table. They are given you the different kind of the cost drivers and they are given you the estimated overheads and the estimated number of time each driver is going to happen, or budgeted volume is given. So the cost drivers, these are the cost drivers, or you can just take the cost pools also. So you can write in the first column the cost drivers, or you can write the cost pools. Then coming to the second column, that is a budgeted overhead. So here is a budgeted overhead given in the second column. So same thing we will be copying in the second column. Next one is number of drivers. So estimated number of drivers are given in the fourth column of the first table. So the same budgeted volume given in the problem, we will be taking it in the number of drivers. Then last one is a rate per drive. So how do you calculate the rate per drive? That is that second column, budgeted overheads divided by number of drivers will be the rate per driver. I'll repeat, the second column, that is a budgeted overhead, total estimated overhead, divided by the third column, that is a total number of drivers, will be called as a rate per drive. Right? So the first rate, that is first drive, is number of orders. The rate is 465. Then number of setup are 900 rupees. Then maintenance are 65 rupees. Then inspection is 200. Then number of machine hours are 17. So we calculated in the last column what is a rate per drive based on the estimated expenses and the estimated number of drivers. So now is a second step, calculation of total cost for the product AZ4. For your reference, I put the problem along with the instructions. So let us start how to calculate the total cost. As I already discussed in the previous video, How do we calculate the total cost in the ABC method? We have to consider the direct material, direct labor, find out what is the prime cost, then add all the overhead which are in the form of different activities. Then the total answer what we arrive is called as a total cost. So let us start the calculation of total cost for this product, AZ4 product. So first one is the direct materials, which is given in the problem. You can find it. Material cost was rupees 1,50,000. Then coming to the second element, that is the direct labor, which is also given in the adjustment. The labor cost of this product is 2 lakh rupees. So 2 lakh, 1,50,000 is a material and 2 lakh is a labor. Total that amount 3,50,000 what we arrive is called as a prime cost. Now after the prime cost we have to add all the overhead which is in the form of different activities. So material procurement, machine setup, maintenance, quality control and machinery are the different activities. And in the adjustment column you have to note down the total number of drivers happened for this product, right, which is given in the problem. That is, you can find it in the instruction that material orders are 20, setup machine is 22, maintenance hours are 560, number of inspections are 25, machine hours are 1500. So these drivers are going to be considered, and these each of the driver has to be multiplied with rate per drive, which we have calculated in the previous slide. So take for example material procurement, 20 are the orders for this product and rate per order is 465. So 20 into 465 is 9,300 rupees material cost, material procurement cost. Next one is a 22 setups required and rate is 900 per setup. So 22 setups into rupees 900 is 19,800 is the cost of machine setup. Next one is the maintenance expenses. 560 are the maintenance hours and rate is 65 per hour. So 36,400 is a maintenance cost. In the similar manner, quality control, that is 25 times inspection happened and rate is 200 per inspection. So 5,000 is the inspection cost. Last one is a 1,500 machine hours required to produce this product and 17 rupees is per machine hour rate. So 25,500 is the cost of machinery. So the total, that is 4,46,000 what we are going to arrive, this is called as a total cost. So in total cost we will be considering the direct expenses in the form of the material, labor or the expenses if it is given direct expense. Then we will be arriving the prime cost. Then when we add all the overhead, that is the cost of the different activities, the final answer what we get is the total cost of producing this AZ4 product according to activity based cost method. I hope all of you understood the first problem. So let us start with the second problem, May-June 2009 question. So this question is also similar to the 2018 question paper except some little variation with regarding to the amount or the values. So first column is about the cost pools. So they are given you the different activities. The next one is a budgeted overhead column. So where they are given you the estimated expenses for each of these activities. Third column is for the cost drivers, means how many times the each of these activities has been performed. Then last one is the volume, how many times, the number of times each of the driver has happened is a budgeted volume. Then coming to the adjustment, the company has produced a batch of 3,000 components of X. So X product is going to be produced and which is of 3,000 components. Then its material cost was rupees 1,20,000 and labor cost rupees 2,30,000. So direct cost, the element cost is given, material cost as well as the labor cost. The usage of the activities of this batch are as follows: material order 20, setup of machine 25, maintenance hours 600 hours, number of inspections 30 machine hours 2000. Calculate the cost driver rates that are used for computing the appropriate amount of overhead to this batch and ascertain the cost of the component using the activity based costing. So let us start with the first step, that is calculation of the cost driver rate, which is the first step. Again, for your reference, I put the problem along with the instructions given in the problem. So start with the first step, that is a calculation of cost drivers rate. So we need to have the 4 column. First column is the list of the cost drivers, then budgeted overheads, then budgeted drivers, then rate per drive. So the cost drivers are given in the problem, that is number of orders, number of setup, maintenance hours, number of inspection, number of machine hours. Then coming to the second column, what is the estimated overhead, that is also given in the problem. So that is 3,20,000, 3 lakh, 1,95,000, 1,70,000, 4,25,000. Now coming to the volume of the drivers, budgeted volume or the driver numbers are given. So 800, 500, 3,000, 850 and 25,000. Then last column is calculating the rate per drive. So as already we have discussed, that is rate per drive is nothing but the budgeted overhead divided by budgeted drivers or the number of volume of the drivers. That is 3,20,000 divided by 800 is 400 rate per drive. Next 3 lakh divided by 500 is 600 per drive. Then 1,95,000 divided by 3,000 is 65 per drive rate. Then 1,70,000 divided by 850 is 200 per drive. 4,25,000 divided by 25,000 is 17 rupees per drive. So we are done with the first step, that is calculating the cost driver rates. Now the second step for this problem, that is calculation of total cost for the product X. So you can find the first table regarding the problem as well as the instruction given to work out the sum. So you can find the last table, that is calculation of total cost for this product. So how do we calculate the total cost? Add all the direct expenses, find out the prime cost, then add the overhead cost in the form of the different activities, that is the cost pools. Then we will arrive at the total cost. So let us start with for this product. So direct materials. So cost of the direct material is given in the instruction, that is in the problem. Material cost was rupees 1,20,000. So cost of material 1,20,000. Next one is the labor cost, which is also given in the instruction for this product, 2,30,000. So when we add up the 1,20,000 material cost with the labor cost, that is rupees 2,30,000, the total cost is 3,50,000, which is called as a prime cost. Then after that we have to add all the different activity cost based on the ABC method. So already all the activities are given, that is material procurement, machine setup, maintenance, quality control and machinery. Now coming to the second column in the last table, that is adjustments. So adjustment is just noting or just doing the workings to calculate the cost of each of the activity. So already they are given you the instruction in the problem. What are the number of drivers happened for this product, right? We are calculating the cost of product X, so we need to take the volume or number of drivers which are connected with the product X. So note down the different type of the drivers and the number of drivers happened for each of the activity, then multiply with the rate per drive, which we have calculated in the previous slide, right? So total number of drivers into rate per drive will be the cost of that particular activity. So let us take an example. Material procurement, 20 are the orders and rate per material order is 400 rupees. So cost of material procurement is 8,000. Then machine setup, 25 are the machine setups and each setup 600 is a rate, so 15,000 is a machine setup cost. Then maintenance are 600 maintenance hour, 65 is a rate per machine hour, so 39,000 is a maintenance cost. Then the quality control, 30 are the inspections, then a rate per inspection is 200 rupees, so 6,000 is a total quality control cost. Then coming to the machinery cost, they require 2000 machine hours to produce this product, and rate per machine hour is rupees 17, so 2000 into 17 is 34,000. So after finding the cost of all the activities, then when we add the overhead cost with a given or the calculated prime cost, the total what we are going to arrive is called as a total cost, that is rupees 4,52,000. Right? So this is the second step. Right? I hope all of you understood the contents discussed in this video. Thank you for watching the video.